morning, everyone. You're at ABC with me, Sara and Helle for our amazing countdown, waiting for 1960.
The 1950s have been a great decade, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the 1960s will bring to us. I'm pretty excited. What about you, Sara?
Yes, me too. But since we can't predict that, ever think about all what happened in the 1950s?
I guess you're right, and you can go ahead.
But first, let's watch a video about what our fellow Americans are doing right now.
It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like they do know how to have fun. I think we should start to talk about how much fashion changed during this decade. Through the years, it has really changed, and one era of fashion that is very special is the 1950s. During that time period, fashion reflected the conservative aspects of the society, and since people are often judged from their appearance, it gave a good image of the society that may change in the next year because of rock and roll and all the stuff.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
1950s clothing for women is synonymous with feminine sensual elegance, but was never excessive. Evening and prom dresses were crafted to bring out the princess in every woman. The mass production of clothing meant that ordinary women could now opt for designer evening dresses and dress patterns for the first time. I think that it's pretty cool that now everyone can wear a fancy dress. Don't you?
Yeah, I think that's very cool.
The clothes of this period focused on replacing the short skirt and wide shoulder silhouette with longer, fuller skirts with put emphasis on the waist and soft shoulder lines. The hemlines usually ended just at the knee or a little below it. From my own point of view, this shows the classy part of a woman and gives the idea of a fancy society based on appearance.
Which is always good.
Yeah, it is. A lot of variety was also seen in women's shirts and blouses, especially in the neckline, sleeves, and the cuff. Pants and shorts were generally reserved for very casual occasions like a barbecue or a picnic. The 1950s fashion was more about formal elegance and less about casual sportiness. However, though less popular, pants, shorts, and even jeans were given more stylish identity in the 1950s than ever before. The main uniting feature of a woman's hairstyles in this decade was the curl, but ponytails like us are really common too. My own opinion is that women should keep wearing this kind of clothes, and in that way they would be more respected. If they have respect for themselves, covering their body, people will have respect for them. The keys to 1950s men fashion are the power businesses suit look and the continental style. And for those unfamiliar with the term, continental style means suits have structure and defined shoulders. The youth culture gained movement in the 1950s, in which teenagers began to adopt their own sense of style and separate themselves from the conservative parents. One of the most important contrasts in hairstyle. While adult male and conservative cut like crew cut, teenagers opted for the wet hair, popularized by Elvis Presley. The Elvis Presley style is dictated by great hair and good-fitting clothes. Pants are usually an afterthought, with the only requirement being that pants do not restrict movement and be fitting and not baggy. This style emphasizes neck exposure, with the majority of buttons being unbuttoned on shirts. The fashion was regulated by 3 C's: code, conformity, and consumerism. The fashion during the 1950s really changed from the years before, and will probably change again during the next decade. I can't really say if that change was good, but for sure it had a great impact on the society, and everyone tries to conform to that style. Do you have anything to add, Helle?
No, I think you pretty much summed it up.
Oh, thank you. We can probably pass to the next topic. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, what about credit cards?
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So charging for products or services has become a way of life. People don't carry as much cash anymore as much as they used to. And this is both convenient and allows people to buy things that you maybe can't afford yet. So what's better than spending money you don't have?
Right.
With the invention of cars and planes and the fact that they become popular because of their conformity at that time or this time, people had the opportunity to buy more. The first credit card was called the Diners Club Credit, and it was thought of when the founder forgot his wallet when he was dining at a restaurant. The use of credit cards led people to spending more money and buying more expensive things. which added into the consumerism that Sarah was talking about. And they bought bigger things like houses and cars and stuff like that. By the end of the 1950s, about 20,000 people were using credit cards.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
That is a
They're
lot.
many.
And today, the use of credit card has spread very quickly throughout the world and is now very common. So why carry cash when you can use credit cards?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, now it's almost midnight, so I think that's pretty much all. We can go
yeah.
party like everyone else.
We can go
So
have fun.
yeah, have a good night and be safe.
Thank you for watching. Bye.